so this is Jen from the Blueberry Hill. This is series number 3 in this interview set. And we are going to talk about how did you get your first retail partner?
Okay, which is interesting. We lived really close to where we live now, and about
Salt Lake City,
right up here in Foothill area. I went into Babinski Baby, which is right here and still a couple blocks from me.
What is this
It's
store?
just a boutique store in Foothill Village, and they sell baby things. And I said,
so it's not like a chain or franchise? Just
No, they'd opened a second location in Sandy a couple of years ago, but they still, right now, they just have the store. And I talked to the owners, and they're like, sure, we love to work with local people. And they, were placing, for the first 2 or 3 months, they placed $1,000 a month in baby hats. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing ever, All I need is a few more of these and I'm done. And so, things change, and stores will order heavily sometimes, and then it might dip and whatever.
What does that agreement look like? If I were, let's say I had another product that I wanted to sell to the store or through the store, do they buy the product from me? Do they pay me after they sell it? What type of margin should I expect to?
It kind of depends. You're going to know locally what stores are a good fit for you. Usually, it's a lot easier for the store, I guess, if you'll say consignment. It's not a way to scale your business in any way, shape, or form, but if you just want to be able to prove to them that your item is going to sell, then sure, you can say, I'll do it on consignment, which usually markups are keystone, so it's 100% of what your retail. So even when you're very first starting, you have to say, if I'm going to sell wholesale, I need to make a profit at a wholesale price.
So if
you're
it costs
building
you
your margins
$5, they have to sell it for at least 10 or more.
At least, right. So that you can sell it at 10 and then it's going to retail at 20.
But you convinced them to buy $1,000 worth of product.
I just said, here's what I have. And they said, well, we'll take this many of this and this many of this and this many of this. And I think I was probably shocked that they placed $1,000. I thought maybe $100, $200, and I was like, this is great. And then the next month they gave me another, bring this stuff up too. And of course, this is all out of my house. So I just grab some stuff and take it down there. And I'm just excited to be selling in that store.
Awesome. That's a great story. What about your second retailer? Was that a similar process?
I think my second retailer was probably not a second. It was when I mentioned in an earlier podcast about a rep calling me. So that was the only store I've ever walked into and said, hey, will you carry my things? But the rep, has a showroom and people will come in at certain time market dates and do shows. And so she suddenly emails me, 10, 15 orders that she'd done a show from 10 or 15 different stores. And I'm going, okay, I guess I have to fill these now, and I have to figure out how to put tags on things. And back in those days, we had, some quality control problems, I guess. And sometimes stuff would start coming undone, and it's acrylic, and I didn't know how to knit. So I'm trying to tie it back together and making sure it will work. And, so those were the next, at least 10, I don't even remember the names of stores after that. Babinski's is, one of my very first.
Perfect. So basically, to summarize, you went into a store, a local boutique store, you asked them to buy product, they bought it, and because it was a great product, they kept buying. And then now your business is history and it covers all your needs. Yeah. Awesome.
But I think that's the thing too, is you can go make all these licenses and you can have paralysis by analysis, or you can just jump in and make sure that it's something that people want and they'll reorder. We just launched a spring product, and we don't know how well it's going to do until the orders sell through and they get reordered. Or it might not be important, might not be something that's going to sell.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today. And tomorrow we'll be on video number 4 of this series. So tune in tomorrow. Thanks. See you then.
See you tomorrow.